Hi everyone, my name is Andy Robertshaw. Today I'm going to be looking at Daily Killer Sudoku puzzle number 31581. That's 31581. Today is Sunday the 7th of June. This is one of today's level 10s on the on the Daily Killer Sudoku site. It's not a greater than, it's a standard puzzle. Let's go. So I've got 15 there, which is 6, 9 or 7, 8. I've got one sticking out there, so 17 plus 36 is 53. So I've got an 8 there, and I've got a total of 9 to go with it. Let's put the options in, 2, 7, 4, 5, 3, 6. It's interesting because I've got another 8 cage in the same column. 7 cage there, 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4. If I have a look at this area, 49, this is 4 more than this. So that's a minimum of 5, but not an 8 because I've got one there already. This is 4 less than this, so 1, 2, 3, 5. I've got another one sticking out here. That's 40 plus 8, 48. That's a 3. And I've got a 1 and 4 there, which must make up the 8 cage. I'm going to fill some more in. So 13 is 4, 9, 5, 8 or 6, 7. Another 13 cage there. It's not 4, 9, 5, 8 or 6, 7. I've got the 4 there already. I'll fill in 9 cage, 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5. Lots of options. And here I've got 47. So this is 2 more than this. Minimum 3, but can't be 3 or 8. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So 2 less than those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. What I'm going to do now is have a look at this set of cage on the left-hand side. 37 there. Right, so what could I have here? If, bearing in mind I've got 13 there, which is 5, 8 or 6, 7. If I've got a 1 there, I couldn't have 7, 8 because it would take up both options for that one. It's 6 and 9. And bearing in mind this plus this is 8 more than that. I've got to have 2 7s, so I basically don't have a 2 yet as a candidate in this column. With a 2 there, I can't have 6 8 because I'd take up both options for the 13 cage. So 2 goes with 5 9, and I'd have to have 2 and 8 as my candidates. Can't have a 3 there because I've got one there already. If I've got a 4 there, what could I have? Not 3 9, not 4 8, not 5 7, so no 4 there. Could I have a 5 there? Let's try that one. So total 11 there. Not 3 8, not 4 7, not 5 6. So 5 will go with 2 and 9. And I need something 8 more than it between that one and that one. 5 2 9. I could have the other 13 set, so 5 6 7 8 with a 5 there. What about 6 there? I want a 10 there, but not 1 3 or 4, so 6 with 2 and 8. 6 7. So I want 5 9 top and bottom of that. Could I have a 7 there? Need a total of 9. I can't have 1 8, 3 6 or 4 5 or 2 7. So I can't have a 7 there. If I've got an 8 there, I need a total of 8 there, 2 and 6, with 7 and 9 there. And finally, could I have a 9 there? I'd have to have 2 5, 6 7 and 8 9. So this 16 cage contains a 1 or a 2, 2 5 6, 2 8 9, or 1 6 9. Can't contain a 7, as we found out. Can't contain a 4, can't contain a 7. Right, let's now look at the rest of this box. I know that I've got 16, a 13 and a 3, which add up to 32, so they need to add up to 13. So I've got 9 there, I need 1 and 3 there. Can't have that, so that's not a 9, that's not a 7. If I've got a 7 there, what are the consequences of that? So 5 there, 4 and 9 there, and a total of 6 there, which must be 1 and 5. So my 16 cage is 2, 6 and 8. With a 6 there, I've got a 4 there, 5, 8. I can't have that, can I? 6, 4, 5, 8. Need a total of 7 there. But with a 6, a 3 and a 5, I've got no total of 7. So that's not a 6, that's not a 4. A 5 there for a total of 8. So what does that mean? 5, 3. I'd need 1, 7 or 2, 6. So the 13 cage can't be 6 and 7 because it would take up both options. So that would be 4, 9. So 5, 4, 9. A 3 there. So my 5 would have to be in the 13 cage. That would have to be a 5 and 8. So 5. My 8 in this one would have to be there. So 8 with 2, 6. So 5 would have to go with 1 and 7 there. And finally 4, I'd have 2 there. My 4 would have to go in this cage of this box. So, yeah, my 4 would have to go in this one. That'd be 4, 5. 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So can't have 6 or 7 there. Need a total of 9 there. Without using 4, 6 or 7, that's 1, 8. So I've got a 1. In fact, I should have known I had a 1 anyway. In fact, I didn't know. I could have had a 1 there. I can no longer have the 1 there because I've got to have the 1 in this one anyway now. So the 16 cage contains a 2 with either 5, 9 or 6, 8. But I've got a 1 between those, so not a 1 there, not a 6 there. Now if I look at these top 4 rows, and bear in mind I've got a 1 here, 1 there, and those 4 rows I just did, I've got not 1, not 3, so I need a total add up to 12. All I could have, so 168s, these 3 must be 2, 4 and 6 between them. So 2, 4, 6 there, 2, 4, 6 there. Right. So how does that help? Does that help matters? Let's have a look at this 13 cage. In fact, no 6 there, no 2 there that would have gone with it. We'll have a look now inside that 13 cage. Right, so sorry about that. So 13. I've got if I've got 2 there, I need a total there that add up to 11, but not 2, 9, not 3, 8. So I could have 2, 5, 6 or 2, 4, 7. Right. Okay, perhaps a better way of looking at it is to look at this cell and see what we could have there. So bearing in mind, any value here needs a pair there to go with it, and it can't break into 2 of these 9 cages. So a 1 there, I can't have a 1 there because I'd need 4 and 4 would have to go with an 8, but I've got an 8 there already, so that's not a 1. A 2 there for a total of 11, so I couldn't have 4, 7 because I'm breaking into 2 of these 9 cage options. I'd only be left with 3, 6 and 9 option. Or 2, 5, 6, again I'd be left with just 2 and 7. Between 2 sets add up to 9. So not a 2 there. If I've got 3 there, I want 10, not 4, 6, not 2 8. So that's not a 3. If I've got a 4 there, I need a total of 9. This looks possible. I'm not upset by having a third set that add up to 9. I'm not upsetting too many options. So I could have 2 7 or 6 3. That's a possibility. 5 there. I'd have to have a total of 8, which is, well, it'd be 2 and 6. I was going to say 1 and 7. 5 there for a total of 8, which would be 2 and 6, with 2, 4 or 6 there. But again, the 2 and 6 breaks into 2 options there of the 9 cages. So no 5 there. What about a 6 there? Total of 7 there. Again, it's not 6 1, it's not 4 3, it's not 2 5, because both consume 2 options of this 9 cage. What about a 7 there? I could have had a 1 5, but I don't have 1 5 as options there, and also 2 and 4 consume to each, well, only leaves with 3 6 for the 9 cages there. So not a 7, it's not an 8 because I've got an 8 there, and 9 would need 1 and 3 there. We can't have that. So I've got a 4 there. That's not a 4 then. These two add up to 9. They could be 2 7 or 3 6, but not a 4 there, not a 3 there. So 2 6 there. This one's a 4 as well. Right. So 2 3 4 5 6 7 is a sextuplet here. I've got 1 and 9 left to go in top and bottom of that right-hand column. So could I rule out anything here now? If I've got 5 there, I've got 1 there. I can't have that, can I? I take up both options for that cell. So no 5 there, no 1 there. 7 there, 3, because that was 4 less than this. 3, 2, 6, 1, 7, 8. That seems to work quite well. 9, 1. So that's what 9, 6, 2, 5. Can't have 9 there because I need 9, 6 there, which will give me 2, 5 there, but this one also has to be a 5. So the only value that works in that cell is a 7. So I've got a 3 there, and a 6 there, and a 2 there, and a 5 there. Leave me with 1 and 9 inside this 18 cage. So not a 9 there, or an 8 in fact, not 4, 5 there, not 8 or 9 there. So the 7 can go from that. Remember, total of 13, 1, 5, 7, or 1, 8, 4, not a 5 there. And this was 2 less than this, so that's not a 3. Right, okay, so that is working, but this was 4 less than, in fact that leaves a 3 for that one, and that's not 3 and 6 then. This is also not 3 and 6, so they're 2, 4, 5, 7 between them. Okay, so I've got 1 there, so 5 or 8 and 9 to go between those. So this is 2, 3 or 6. Let's have a look at the 21 cage. So 1, 5 need 9 and 7. 1, 8, I need a total of 12. So it could be 5, 7, 8, 4 or 9, 3. Right. Total of 8 here, but not 1, 7. So 2, 6 or 3, 5. Total of 8 here as well. I could have the 1, 7 there. Right, okay. I've got a 5 there. I don't want a 5 there. Um, 2, 6, 8 or 2, 5, 9. Either of those look possible. Right. I've got a 12 cage there, which is not 4, 8. So 3, 9 or 5, 7. So that 8, or those two that add up to 8 in the 18 cage can't be 3 and 5 because it would take both of those options. So they're 2, 6, they're not 2, 6. So they're also not 3, 5. 1, 7 there, so not a 7 there. Not 7 there, so they're 3, 9. I've got 3 and 8 left, not 3 and 8, sorry. I've got 5 and 8 left between those, so 8 there and 5 there. Total 11 there, not involving 3, 5 or 7. So those two must be 2 and 9. So that's not 2 and 9. So 3, 4, 6, 8 between those. The only total of 12 I got is 4 and 8. So that's 3 and 6 and 5. So 1, 8 there. 1 plus 8 plus 3 is 12. So that was 4 and 8 there. There we go. Right, that's it. So 22 and 14 is 36. So these two add up to 9. 6, 3 or 7, 2. So no 8 there. So 6, 7, 9, 6, 7, 4. I've got 8 or 4 there to go with the 3 or 7. What can I have here? So not 3, 8, not 4, 7, not 2, 9. That's going to be 5 and 6. So I've got 1, 2, 7 left between the 3 remaining cells in this column. So what else? So can I eliminate anything here? With 4 there, I must have 6, 7 there, 2 there. Must have 4, 5 there, because that's the only place for 4 in that box. With 7 there, 5 there, 4, 9, 2, 6. In fact, I must have an 8. Must have the 9, sorry, in that 16 cage to be able to make it up to 16. So I can't have a 9 in the 13 cage. So that's 6 and 7. That's 2, 9 and 5 there. And that's 4 and that's 2. So yes, that one is 4 and 5. So that's 13 cage is 6 and 7. So no 6, 7 there, no 6, 7 there. I've also got a 5 in this column now. I've got 2 in that box, so what I've got here, 8, 9, 1, 3. So I must have a 1 there, so that's not a 1, that's an 8. So 1, 3, 9 and 8, and not an 8 there. So a 2, 9 pair there, that's a 1, that's a 9, so that's not a 9. In fact, 3 and 9 and 1, and not a 9 there, so 3 and 9. Not a 2 there. Right, so 2, 9. What can I have here then? So 3, 8 and 9. 3 must go in the middle, and 8 and 9 between those two. So that's a 2 then, and that's a 9, and that's a 2. So I know what I should have here, 5, 6, 7. But not a 5 there, not a 6 there. So 6, 5, 2. I've got 2 there, so 1, 6 and 7. Not 6 there, so 1, 7 there. That one's a 6 then, that one's a 7. So 3, 2, 8. 1, 7 pair there. But I've got a 1 in that row, so 1, 7 like that. What could I have here then? 1 and 4. But I've got a 1 on the bottom row, and that's going to be a 2 and a 6 there. Right, so not a 6 there, not a 9 there. 2, 4. I've got a 2 on the top row, so that's 9 and 2 like that, and 8 and 4 and 8 and 9, and those two are 7 and 8. So these two must be 4 and 5. These two must be 2 and 7. But I've got a 2 on that row, so 7 there and 2 there, and 6 there and 7 there, and 5 there, 6 there, 4 there, 5 there. What have I got here? 1 and 3. In this one, I've got 4 and 8. I've got 4 there, so 4 and 8 like that. And 5 and I've got 5 there, so 6 and 5 that way round. I've got a 3 in that column, so 1 and 3 like that, 9 and 1 that way. What have I still got here? 2, 6, 5. I've got 2 and 5 there, so that's a 6, that's a 2. Sorry, not 2, 6, 5. 2, 6. I've got the 1 in there twice. Have I done those wrong? That's a 9, that's a 1. 2, 6, 9. So 2 and 9 I've got in that column. So 6 there. And got 2 there. So 2, 9, 6 like that. So I've got 6 in that row. So 7, 5, 6, 4, 5, 1, 4, 7, 1, 8, 7. And I still not quite there. I've made one error somewhere. Let's have a quick look to see where that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just having a look. I will have a repeat in the same row or the same column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not jumping out at me. I've got 2 4s there, haven't I? So that one should have been a 5. That's it. Okay, well, hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.